Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Space Cowboy 17. Welcome back to the channel. Today, got another mock draft for you guys. 9.0 for the Dallas Cowboys for the 2018 NFL Draft. I'm going to be using the NFL on the clock draft simulator off of Fanspeak. If you haven't seen the last mock draft, make sure to go check it out at the top right of the screen right now to get caught up to date with all my latest mock drafts. And without further ado, let's get straight into this one.
Brad, it's wonderful and I'm elated.
And here's the commissioner to make it official.
The Dallas Cowboys select
Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, Alabama. Okay, so to be clear, I'm not necessarily saying that this is the go-to pick. I'm just going off of what's been transpiring with the Dallas Cowboys and how they've been doing a lot of workouts with wide receivers. Now, if the Cowboys are going to be interested in a wide receiver, I'm thinking it's either going to be Calvin Ridley, Courtland Sutton, or DJ Moore. And I think Calvin Ridley would probably be the best fit out of all of them. Calvin Ridley is a wide receiver that has the ability to utilize all routes on the route tree. He does have speed to that, but I will say that his age could possibly be an issue. He is 23 right now and will be 24 at the beginning, or I should say later, into the 2018 season. With that being said, I think that this will allow him to slide into number 19, and maybe the Cowboys feel that they can move on from Dez Bryant if they're looking to do that, and they grab their receiver for the future in Calvin Ridley and make sure that the offense is more Dak friendly with another dynamic receiver that can be developed into a possible number one or into a core of receivers to aid a quarterback like Dak Prescott. So with that being said, Calvin Ridley going number one to the Dallas Cowboys.
Brad, it's wonderful and I'm elated.
And here's the commissioner to make it official.
the Dallas Cowboys select
Malik Jefferson, linebacker, Texas. Okay, so the Cowboys here decide to go early and take a linebacker to continue building up the defense, especially the linebacking core. With the loss of Anthony Hitchens and the unknown whereabouts of what Jalen Smith will come about, whether he'll take the next leap in his NFL career or he won't progress, and especially with Sean Lee's injury history, the Cowboys should be going early at linebacker to ensure that the position has enough depth and talent. As for Jefferson himself, he has the ability to play the weak side 4-3 linebacking position, something that the Cowboys are going to need, especially with the unknown whereabouts of if Sean Lee can remain healthy. I think that Malik Jefferson would fit nicely, especially with this growing young secondary, and as we continue to build up this secondary, it will become a force to be reckoned with in years to come, especially as we continue to build on our linebacking core. So Malik Jefferson, linebacker out of Texas in the second round.
Brad, it's wonderful and I'm elated.
And here's the commissioner to make it official.
the Dallas Cowboys select
Armani Watts, safety, Texas A&M. Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys continue building up their young secondary, this time taking a much-needed safety. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be in need of a safety because with Byron Jones moving down to cornerback, that opens a spot for a safety to be drafted or signed in free agency. And I think the Dallas Cowboys can do just that by filling that hole in the draft. Armani Watts has an extremely well athletic skill set and the ability to more or less play a solid safety role, something that the Cowboys are going to need. In terms of his weaknesses, however, he does lack that size of an NFL safety, and sometimes his skills in terms of play awareness might be lacking. However, this can be molded, especially with the addition of Chris Richard as our DB's coach. I think that Armani Watts would fit just well in Dallas and would help continue building this young secondary to a force to be reckoned with, like I just said. So, with that being said, Armani Watts, safety out of Texas A&M, going to Dallas in the third round.
Brad, it's wonderful and I'm elated.
And here's the commissioner to make it official.
the Dallas Cowboys select
Jerome Baker, linebacker, The Ohio State University. So look, the Dallas Cowboys decide to double down on linebacker in this mock draft. They went with Malik Jefferson earlier, now they go with Jerome Baker here. Jerome Baker has the ability to play the 4-3 weak side linebacking position. And you know the Cowboys need that. Now, I understand they did take Malik Jefferson earlier. However, I will say, Jerome Baker can in fact not only play the weak side linebacker, but he could also play other positions in a 4-3 scheme. Okay? He has a good ability to stuff the run. He's very athletic. He has an interesting range and speed that complement him as a linebacker. And I think that if the Dallas Cowboys are looking to bolster their linebacking core, doing this and drafting this guy and taking some earlier would help them out in the long run tremendously, especially with the question marks of Sean Lee and Jalen Smith. So, with that being said, Jerome Baker in the 4th round to the Dallas Cowboys.
Brad, it's wonderful, and I'm elated.
And here's the commissioner to make it official.
The Dallas Cowboys select
Nathan Shepard, defensive tackle, Fort Hays State. So the Dallas Cowboys decide to go another pick on defense, this time on the defensive line. This guy has already had a private workout with the Dallas Cowboys, and I believe he was at the Senior Bowl. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And he actually did really well versus Will Hernandez, one of the top guard prospects in this draft. Now, he is projected in the 4th or 5th round, and to get him with our compensation pick would be pretty good, especially considering the fact that, look, the Cowboys are probably going to take a defensive lineman in the event that they cannot maintain David Irving. However, who knows what this guy can offer to the team, but I will say that this guy is a project, and Rod Marinelli knows how to mold players into becoming solid defensive pass rushers. I think that if he falls to Dallas's lap and Rod Marinelli has the chance to mold him into a solid player, I think that this guy would be a steal if in fact he can be trained properly. So with that being said, guys, this wraps up my mock draft for the Dallas Cowboys 9.0. I want to see what you guys got in your mock drafts. Feel free to grade what I did and put it in the comments section below. Keep in mind, dude, that this is going off of, scenarios that are going on and stuff that's been going on recently in the news with the Cowboys in certain situations. So yeah, guys, once again, drop your mock drafts down below. I will have a link to the website, and I will be seeing you guys later. Peace out, guys.